Konnichiwa, minasan. Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. May I invite everybody now to please settle down. We are about to begin our program. Once again, Mabuhay, Hajimemashite. Good morning and welcome in today's celebration of friendship and cultural exchange between Japan and Philippines. With that, can I see a hand or can I hear a resounding applause from everyone here at Bulwagang Senador Edgardo J. Angara? This event features the turnover of Japanese books through the Read Japan project of the Japanese government, and also the inauguration of the Torii Gate and the Japan Information Center. We also have the Hello Japan, an outreach program promoting friendship and mutual understanding between Japan and the Philippines, and maybe some of our students here can also avail of their scholarship offerings. This is brought to us by the Embassy of Japan in the Philippines and the Read Japan project. And we want just to celebrate not just the books that they've donated to us, but also their shared knowledge and also the power of this international partnership. May I invite everybody to please rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, followed by Kimigayo, the national anthem of Japan.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, telas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong panggaw, ay hinatang tulad awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig. Luman ang araw ng walhating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Hello, good morning once again, and please take your seats. Did you know that the Read Japan project has donated thousands of carefully selected academic and cultural books to over 1,000 institutions worldwide? And today, ASCOT officially becomes part of that global community. To officially open today's celebration, let us hear from the man at the helm of our institution's mission for global collaboration and academic excellence. He's also been to Japan with his post-studies. Our very own college president, Dr. Renato G. Reyes. Good morning, po.
Yeah, with gladness, we would like to welcome you to this very important and historical event between the Japanese government as well as the Philippine government through the Aurora State College of Technology. I'm really very thankful to the Japanese government for providing all the opportunities for the Filipinos. And this activity will actually spark collaboration between the Philippines as well as between the Japanese government. And we are hopeful that at least through this program, we can increase the number of Filipinos from ASCOT who would be pursuing advanced degrees in the Japanese universities. We had a very long history of friendship with the Japanese government. In fact, just later in the program, one of our staff would be presenting a very good research that she did when she was doing her undergraduate program at the University of the Philippines. Also, I also would like to let you know that we also have a collaborative project with our partner university in Japan, particularly the Tokyo University of Agriculture. In fact, our 𝗂𝗵𝗿, if you are familiar with 𝗂𝗵𝗿, this is actually a wild edible mushroom that I noticed when I visited Basal last year. We already had a very good research on this. In fact, we've discovered new findings about our 𝗃𝗃𝗃, our 𝗂𝗵𝗿. My professor from Tokyo University of Agriculture, who visited the ASCOT last year during the meet and greet, collaborated with me, and we actually discovered new findings about our 𝗃𝗃𝗃. I'm so proud of this one because it's a pioneering work in the Philippines, and I know that there would be more studies on this one. In fact, currently we have one student from 𝗑𝗂𝗃 University who is in ASCOT doing his research with me in my small laboratory. Mark, who happens to be my advisee when he did his undergraduate program at CLSU, is currently doing his PhD at 𝗑𝗂𝗃 University. And next month, there would be another graduate student from the Philippines who is currently enrolled for his PhD program at 𝗑𝗂𝗃 University, who will also be visiting ASCOT for scientific investigation. And I would like, of course, to contaminate you with regards to the programs, with regards to the different opportunities that the Japanese government is offering to Filipinos, both for our students as well as for our faculty members and staff. It's nice to see the world. If you can still remember the last time I told you, the first time that I entered ASCOT, I told you that we have to put ASCOT to the map. We have to put ASCOT in the global map. That's why we have this tagline, ASCOT to the world, ASCOT in the world, and ASCOT for the world. And we can only do this if we have partners. And one of our good partners is, of course, the Embassy of Japan. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Yuri Mukaigawa, the cultural officer of the Japan Information and Cultural Office, as well as Ms. Lorena de Guzman of the Embassy of Japan. I had a long acquaintance with Ms. Lorena. Hindi pa rin siya nagbabago. I was still the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at CLSU when I invited them to come to CLSU and also do the same activity. And the result of that, there were more Filipino scholars who went to Japan to pursue advanced degrees. And I'm very hopeful that with this activity, I'm indeed very optimistic that we can increase the number. Currently, we only have 3 Japanese scholars here. One was the former president of this college. The next is the vice president for administration, who finished his PhD at 𝗁𝗂𝗍 University, and I who obtained my PhD, which I obtained my PhD from Tokyo University of Agriculture, and subsequently, under the JSPS program, did my postdoctoral fellowship for 2 times under the Bridge program as well as the program for invited scientists to visit Japan. And I'm really very thankful of this opportunity that was provided by the Japanese government. And I can see the faces here. We have, as I said a while back, we have to contaminate the world by way of engaging ourselves with the Japanese government, not only for the Japanese government, but also for other foreign governments. Just 3 days ago, we went to Fulbright office, and I introduced Von, I introduced Dr. Bolivar, I also introduced Miss Angel, Miss Diana, as well as, sino bang kasama nating isa, Bon? Dr. Ulila, nasan si Dr. Ulila? Pinapangarap ko na makapunta rin naman sila sa Amerika at sila ang magsisilbing modelo ng ASCOT para maraming susunod mula sa atin. We have to open our hearts. We have to embrace change. If we really would like to see development, we have to open our hearts to partnership. And I'm very thankful, as I said a while back, nandito itong mga estudyanteng ito, mangarap kayo. Huwag kayong titigil na mangarap. Nagsimula tayo, naglagay tayo ng tori doon sa Ermita Hill. Hindi pa ninyo maintindihan kung ano yung tori na ito, pero ngayon maintindihan ninyo kung ano itong simbolismo ng tori. Last year, when I encouraged Dr. Barawid to prepare a proposal, because I was invited by the Embassy of Japan to come up with a proposal for the Read Japan project, Dr. Barawid prepared this proposal, and this was actually approved by the Japanese government. We are very thankful to the Japanese government because you provided this support to us. And through this, this one is just, a very simple way of offering partnership with the Aurora State College of Technology, but I know that this will go further. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Dr. Renato G. Reyes, our ever-supportive SUC President, for the warmth and inspiring message. Also, po, with your leadership, we're not just growing, we're going places. You've taught us to dream big, serve with heart, and always carry the spirit of ASCOT in the world, ASCOT to the world, and ASCOT for the world. Maraming salamat po, President Reyes. Again, can we give him a big round of applause? For always believing in the power of learning, culture, and connection. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at this most meaningful moment of today's event, the turnover of book donations under the Read Japan project. This special initiative, supported by the Nippon Foundation and facilitated by the Embassy of Japan in the Philippines, aims to promote deeper understanding and appreciation of the Japanese culture, philosophy, society, and modern issues through the power of books. To officially turn over this enriching collection to the Aurora State College of Technology, we are honored to welcome Ms. Yuri Mukaigawa, the Cultural Officer of the Japan Information and Culture Center, Embassy of Japan. Ms. Mukaigawa has been actively engaged in cultural exchange programs, educational outreach, and fostering strong bonds between Japan and the Philippines. Her presence today is not only a symbol of diplomatic goodwill, but also a shared vision for accessible global education and lifelong learning. A big round of applause for Ms. Yuri Mukaigawa.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. 皆さんおはようございます。Okay, Dr. Renat Reyes, President of the Aurora State College of Technology, Dr. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Vice President for the Administration, Planning and Finance, Dr. Maria Louise Cabatan, Vice President for Academic Affairs, and students, faculty, and members of the ASCOT community. I am 𝗂𝗵𝗱 𝗂𝗶𝗶. I'm the Culture Officer of Embassy of Japan, and then in the Philippines. And then it is my great pleasure to join you all at today's book donation turnover ceremony here in the ASCOT. It also brings me much joy to see how more and more Filipinos across the country are growing more enthusiastic to learn about Japan. A project of the Nippon Foundation, the Read Japan Project, has donated around 98,000 books to more than 1,400 libraries and institutions across the globe. While the foundation regrets that they cannot join us in person today, please allow me to read a short message from Mr. 𝗧𝗂𝗏𝗏, Chairman of the Nippon Foundation. Read Japan Project, a book donation project to promote understanding of Japan. Aurora State College of Technology, May 16, 2025. President Dr. Renat Reyes and participants, we are pleased to donate books that will help promote understanding about Japan to the Aurora State College of Technology. We would also like to thank all of you who cooperated with us in making this donation possible. I understand that the Aurora State College of Technology is actively promoting internationalization. I am particularly pleased to hear that President Dr. Renat Reyes, a former recipient of the Japanese government scholarship, values building strong ties with Japan. The Nippon Foundation is promoting the Read Japan Project in the hope of providing quality information about Japan to those who are interested in Japan. To date, we have donated around 98,000 books to more than 1,400 libraries and research institutions in 150 countries all over the world. We are pleased to have the Aurora State College of Technology join this group of recipients today. The Nippon Foundation will further expand the selection of books we donate so that we can satisfy the intellectual curiosity of those interested in Japan. It will please us very much if young, aspiring Filipino individuals will make the best use of these books, not only to deepen their interest in and understanding of Japan, but also to serve as a bridge between our two countries. 𝗂𝗏 𝗧𝗂𝗏, Chairman, the Nippon Foundation. Thank you.
A big thank you to Ms. Yuri Mokigawa for this generous donation of books. Arigato gozaimasu. At this time, we kindly invite our college president to join Ms. Mokigawa to formally accept this meaningful gift on behalf of ASCOT. Joining our college president is our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maluz F. Cabatan, our college librarian, Ms. Mardeline B. Barogo. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We would also like to invite our key college officials. Administrative heads, the deans, Once again, thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu. On behalf of our Vice President for Administration, Planning, and Finance, the proponent of the Read Japan project, Dr. Oscar C. Barao Jr., we would like to call the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Luz F. Cabatan, for the words of gratitude.
Good morning, everyone, especially to our guest today, Ms. Yuri Mukaigawa, the Cultural Officer, Japan Information and Cultural Center, Embassy of Japan, together with Ms. Lorena de Guzman, and of course, to our President, our very energetic President, Dr. Renato G. Reyes, our directors, deans, faculty and staff, of course, our regents who are present today, our students, and the technical staff. On behalf of Dr. Oscar C. Barao, the Vice President for Administration, Planning, and Finance, and the proponent of the Read Japan project, we would like to extend sincerest gratitude to the Read Japan project, the Japan Information and Cultural Center, Embassy of Japan. We are really very grateful for the partnership and collaboration that we are having right now, and we hope and pray to have more projects that would enhance the knowledge of our students, of course, our faculty and staff, and the community that we serve. Thank you very much. Mabuhay, Hajimemashite.
Once again, on behalf of the ASCOT community, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Now, to my ASCOTians, to our ASCOTian students here, they're actually students from taking the course of Hospitality Management. Again, a big round of applause. We were talking about how also nice it is to have, this engagement with a Japanese herself to give us more of how their hospitality can also, their hospitality can also have something to tell us or to teach us in terms of also our services here in our very beautiful place, Aurora province. So up next is the Hello Japan session, wherein we will know more about the scholarships and the services that they can offer for us, and maybe you can avail of them. So up next is the introduction of the Embassy of Japan by Ms. Lorena Laanan, and this will be, and the orientation session about the Japanese government scholarship will also be up next. So all ears and all eyes on our speaker for today. Then we will also be getting questions from our audience, from our students, so feel free to ready your questions and ask them in a little while. Then up next is also the origami workshop, the paper folding, the Japanese way. We will learn something about today with Ms. Lorena Laanan from the Embassy of Japan. And by 11:41 to 11:51, we will be traveling to Ermita Hill to see the Torii Gate there, and also the Aurora Study Center, which houses the Read Japan project from the Japanese government. So while setting up Is our speaker now ready? All right. While we are still waiting for the next portion of our program, let's have a trivia drop. I'll try to teach you a little Japanese word. I learned this, through the help of the internet, and maybe one of our faculty also been to Japan can confirm this, and our speaker also. The word tomodachi. Tomodachi means friend. And today, we're all Tomodachis here. Hi, Tomodachi. Hi, friend. Tomodachi. In Japan, when the event is over, how did we say it po bala in Tagalog or here in the Philippines? Parang, great job. Galing mo. Ikaw na. In Japan, how do they say it like 𝗧𝗵𝗱 𝗧𝗵𝗱. We are now distributing some flyers and papers for you to read. Let's know more about the Japan scholarship offerings. At sana po isa sa ating mga ASCOTians can avail of this and also go to Japan and come back here in Aurora and share about them. ASCOTians, all eyes on the screen, and now I will have to call our speaker, Ms. Lorena Laanan.
Hello, hello. Ayun. Thank you. Okay. So minasan, ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning in Japanese is ohayo gozaimasu. Please repeat. Very good. Napaka-ohayo ng gozaimasu. Good morning, everyone. So thank you very much for having us this morning. And congratulations to ASCOT and Dr. Reyes for the Read Japan book donation. So what are we going to do today? So my name is Lorena. I am from the Japan Information and Culture Center and of the Embassy of Japan. And I am with our cultural officer, Ms. 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃. So we will be having a little bit of talk about the embassy, about the scholarship, the academic exchange programs of the Japanese government, and a little origami activity, no? So Meron ba ditong gustong pumunta sa Japan for free? Ayan, very good. Yes, ayan ha. I will remember your faces. Kasi you have to listen to Ms. 𝗂𝗏𝗧𝗃𝗂𝗏𝗧 talk later about how you can go to Japan for free. 5 years yan. Okay? Sige, so let me begin. Like I said earlier, Ms. 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗃𝗂𝗏 and I are from the Japan Information Culture Center of the Embassy of Japan. No? So firstly, what is an embassy? Does anybody know? Embassy? An embassy is, in its simplest definition, is the representative of a foreign government in a host country. So in this case, the foreign government is Japan, and the host country is the Philippines, right? So what do? Mainly, we facilitate communication between the Japanese government and the Philippine government. We also facilitate donations, and also yung mga needs ng Japanese citizens na nandito sa Philippines. Okay? So for the Japanese embassy, our head is His Excellency Endo Kazuya. So he is the current ambassador of Japan to the Republic of the Philippines. So one of the other responsibilities of the Japanese embassy is to share information and promote Japanese culture and other activities of the Japanese government here in the country. So how do we do that? For the 𝗂𝗖𝗍𝗃, this is one of our main tasks. No? We join activities, like if you are familiar with anime, meron bang mahilig sa anime dito? Yan. So we join anime conventions, and then we give out information about the scholarship, and we also do activities. We also invite artists from Japan, like on the upper left corner, there was a no master from Japan who came to the Philippines, and then he performed in the residence of the ambassador. When he performed, he was with the students of the UP Center for International Studies. Also, dito sa bottom part naman, yung Japan Air Self-Defense Force Band, no, yung Air Force ng Japan, yung banda nila, they came to the Philippines, and they had a concert with the Philippine Air Force Band. This was in Luneta. Also, the Japanese embassy, particularly 𝗂𝗖𝗍𝗃, handles the Japanese government scholarship. So, si Japanese government kasi marami siyang academic exchange programs for Filipino students. No? So, this is what Ms. 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 will be discussing later. We also have the Genesis program. So, the Genesis program is a short-term study program in Japan. 10 days lang siya compared to the scholarship. So for the Genesis kasi, ang difference din niya, aside from being a short-term program, it is thematic. So it depends on what the theme is. So we had pop culture, we had economics, we had environment. But in this case, ito yung high school basketball varsity players. No? They were sent to Japan for 10 days, and then they interacted and trained with their high school counterparts there. We also have the JET program. So the JET program is the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. This one is for English teachers who want to teach English in Japan. And of course, we also have the Hello Japan program, which is this. It is a 1 hour to 1.5 hour talk about Japanese culture, where we have different activities at the end. We have yukata demonstration, we have furoshiki, which is cloth wrapping. We also have, for elementary kids, we also have Japanese toys, which they can try out. Also, the 𝗂𝗖𝗍𝗃 handles the press section. So the press section is in charge of getting the information out to the public. So this is our website, which we handle. So you can see at the bottom yung QR code. If you want to follow our Facebook page, our social media pages, you can scan this, or you can go to the website itself. So we have our website, we have our Facebook page, and we also have the X, formerly known as Twitter page of the ambassador. Also, we would just like to promote, currently the embassy is accepting entries for the Japan International Manga Awards. So what is manga? Manga is Japanese comic books. No? If you like anime, I guess you also know that most of the anime titles come from manga, which is Japanese comic books. So every year, si Japan nagkakaroon ng Japan International Manga Awards, and they accept entries from foreign artists. No? So hindi pwedeng Japanese, dapat foreign. And the winner wins a 10-day trip to Japan. Kasi yung awarding ng top 3 winners ay sa Japan. No? So ano siya, expenses paid. So if you are interested to join the Japan International Manga Awards, the deadline is on June 13, and you can scan the QR code here. I think it's also on the flyer for the mechanics on how to submit and how to fill up the form, okay? Ayan, so thank you very much. That is all about the Japanese Embassy. Thank you. So I will now give the stage to Ms. Mukaigawa, as she will be discussing about the academic exchange programs of the Japanese Embassy.
𝗬𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗎 minasan. So thank you so much again. So now you learn a little bit about Japan. So I'm going to discuss about Japanese government scholarship. This is the scholarship handled by the Ministry of Education of Japan. So I'm going to talk about the structure and category, how you can apply, so you can prepare for that. Okay, so let's begin. Yes, so I study in Japan. So I believe, as you already know, Japan has so many attractive technology and animes, and then world heritage, transportations. So studying in Japan means not only study, but also you can enjoy, experience those Japanese cultures. Okay, so those are the examples of our Nobel Prize winners in the past. We have so many Nobel Prize winners from 1949, and then this is can be the proof of the high educational standard if you are studying in Japan. Okay, so do you know the Japanese cultures already? So as you know, we have 4 seasons. So and then each season has the original festival events. And then also, this is the Japanese food. Japanese food is very healthy, known for the very healthy ingredients, and then variety of the food. So if you study in Japan, you can experience those events, cultures, and then also food. Okay, so when I'm looking at the Philippines setting, actually, it's not a new program. It's long time program since 1954. Then since then, more than 5,000 Filipinos already studied in Japan. And then every year, around 100 scholars are going to Japan. So this is the picture of the send-off reception in ambassador's residence. So every year, before scholars depart to Japan, we have this kind of nice, beautiful reception in the ambassador's residence. So in the middle is the ambassador, and then Madam Ambassador. Then this time, we welcome the Vice Minister from Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay. Okay, so those are the notable MEX alumni. Of course, the Dr. Renato Reyes from the ASCOT, and then also the Dr. Cheryl Agrippis, Chat of Commissioner, Dr. Jose Camacho Jr. from UPLB Chancellor, And then those two young students are right now studying in Japan. He is studying in Kyoto University and then Tokyo University. Okay, so I believe some of you want to know how much you can benefit from the scholarship. And then, of course, the tuition fee for the university is all waived from this scholarship. It's not a partial scholarship like other countries. Japanese, the uniqueness of this MEC scholarship is full scholarship. Okay, then tuition waived, and then round trip ticket going to Japan, coming back to Philippines one time, each time will be provided. And then, not only that, you can get a monthly stipend every month. It depends on which category you choose. However, as you see, it's about 50,000 pesos per month. So with this scholarship stipend, you have to survive in Japan. For example, you buy food, and then you have to pay for your dormitory fee, and then your daily things that you need for your life. So usually for the foreigner students, the university will provide the international dormitory, so which is not so expensive. So this stipend can be enough for you to survive in Japan. Okay, so looking at the qualifications, those are the general qualifications. Good academic standing, good physical and mental health, and then number 3 is genuine interest in the Japanese culture and language. Who already has 3 of them? I think most of them already has the qualifications. Yes? Okay. Okay, so today there are several categories in our mixed scholarship. However, today I'm more focused on the research category because you are already studying in the college, and then I think you can aim for the research category after you will graduate the university. So this is the maximum 5 years course. You can pursue the master's or doctor's degree. It depends on what in your preference. So it requires the university or college graduate. So that means in the last year of your university, 4th year of your university, you can start application for the coming years. Okay? If you are under 35 years old, you can apply this program. And maybe you already noticed the exam subject is Japanese. However, Japanese exam will be required, but this score is only for our reference. Of course, we understand foreigner students has no Japanese proficiency. So this score is only for our reference. Then we much more focus on your study proposal, application form, and then interview. Interview is going to be in English. Okay. Okay, so those are the other categories. We also have the undergraduate, College of Technology, specialized training, teacher training, Japanese studies. Those 2 categories, College of Technology and specialized trainings, are the diploma program. It's not a degree program, but it's focused on the technology and more trainings. And this is teacher training is for the teachers who is currently working as teacher from elementary school to high school, not the professors. So 1.5 years long teacher training course in Japan. And Japanese studies category is for the students who is currently enrolling in the Japanese studies here in the Philippines. This is but 1 year course, also diploma course. Okay, so I I believe you have this flyer. So more details, you can see this flyer. The first page is the next. Okay, so also we have the Young Readers Program. This is the for like adults because it requires 3 to 5 years work experience. But the good point of this program is 1-year program for master's degree. And then the courses are limited in 4 courses: business, law, local governance, and school of governance. But if you already have this experience, then you can apply this program. This is fully proceeded by English, only English course, then 1-year course. So it's very good. Okay, so how to apply the scholarship? We have 2 ways: embassy recommendation and then university recommendation. So our embassy is only handling the embassy recommendation. We don't really connect it to university recommendation. Okay, so in embassy recommendation, actually right now we are opening the application until next week. So every year around this season, every May, we open the application. Okay, so and then application form and then previous exams, requirements, you can already see in our website anytime in a year. So if you are interested in, you can already look at our websites, how it looks like, what is the requirements, how is the exam look like. Okay, so if the after application open, you should send all the requirements to the embassy. Okay, so embassy will have the document screening. Then after you pass the document screening, we will invite you to exam. Then after that is the interview. So after exam, we will invite you to interview. It will be conducted in the embassy. Then we will recommend your name to Ministry of Education. Okay. So as you see here, it's kind of long process. After you send the application until you make the final decision, it's half a year long. So you need a patient. Okay, so on the other hand, university recommendation, it's directly, you can directly apply to the Japanese university. Some Japanese university has this process on their website. So you have to apply directly to this Japanese university. Then they are the one to do all the screening process. Then they are the one to recommend your name to Ministry of Education. Okay. Okay, so when I see the videos, I prepare the videos of the Filipino scholars, how the life in Japan looks like. She studied in the Hiroshima University.
Konnichiwa, Serena Labari here, research category, Hiroshima University. So I think the most important and also the most crucial part is the application process, wherein you really have to make time to look for your Japanese universities and also your Japanese professors who are willing to help you with your research proposal. And when we talk about research, please try to consider its value, its innovation, and most importantly, its contribution and benefit to the society. So my life when I was a student in Japan, number one is that I learned how to ride the bicycle, and it was really fun. And the second thing is that during my first day, I will never forget this instance. I was looking for the administration office. So I went to these Japanese students. They're a group of students. So I went there and I asked for a direction. But instead of giving me the direction, all of them went with me to the office and they were the ones asking for the person that I'm looking for. So I was really surprised, and it made me realize now that they are like that. Like a lot of my friends are like that. The Japanese friends that I made, they're very proactive in helping, and I'm really grateful for that. So yeah, it was fun. Now I'm back in the Philippines after I finished my master's and doctoral program in cultural anthropology. So now I am in the academe. I teach graduate students as well as undergraduate students. So I wish you good luck and enjoy the process. Prepare your heart, your mind, your body, and yeah, pray about it. 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗃 𝗧𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗃.
Okay, thank you so much for watching the video. So this year already, the application is right now open until next week. But however, you can start preparation for the coming years. So for more information, Japanese government is preparing some websites, like what kind of category you can think about, or what kind of field of studies, or what kind of universities you can think about. So please also check the websites of Japan Study Support or Study in Japan. Embassy of Japan also has the website, and then also we have the original scholarships, original email address, and then landline. So we accept your questions anytime in our office hours. So if you are interested in and then have questions, you can also ask me the questions about you. However, onwards, if you have questions, you can always contact us. Okay, so those are our social medias, especially in our Facebook. We post a lot about good information about the scholarship or Embassy of Japan. Okay, so this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions about the scholarship? Now or later, or about the Japanese culture? Anything? It's okay. はい、ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much, Miss Yuri. Sa ilan po nating mga naging info session about the Japanese scholarship, lagi lang natin siya nakikita sa screen. Maybe you have questions right now and you can address them personally to our Miss Yuri Mukaegawa. But isn't that exciting to study abroad, to study in Japan? Kung may tanong kayo, feel free to raise them. Wala sa ngayon. Very concise and beautifully presented ang kanilang scholarship offers, and we can also visit their Facebook page. Okay, so kung wala sa ngayon, maybe later you can raise them. It's nice to know that the Philippines, particularly Aurora, has long shared bond of friendship with Japan. And today, we'll be knowing more about this because our very own 𝗏𝗏 member of the legal unit, has actually did a thesis and research during her undergraduate studies. So to know more about this beautiful connection between Japan, particularly, and Philippines, particularly here in Aurora, let's have Ms. 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗃. Good morning to our legal assistant.
Good morning, everyone, especially to our visitor. Good morning, and to our key officials from the college. So today I will be discussing my undergraduate thesis. This is entitled "The Stories They Tell: Civilian Experiences in 𝗵𝗂𝗱 Aurora During the Japanese Occupation." So during my undergraduate, I plotted the social history of 𝗵𝗂𝗱 Aurora, which is a former barangay of Baler. And this actually is a story, the other side of the story, wherein if you would read literatures from Avancenia and Ricardo Trota Jose, they would present another side of the conventional histories about Japanese occupation. So this refers to violent and brutal experiences. But what we have here in 𝗵𝗂𝗱 is another side of the story. So let me read. Stories of the people during the Japanese occupation actually remain insignificant and usually taken for granted. There are various writers who attempted to write about the history of Aurora, and one of this period is the Japanese occupation. Literatures written by Ricardo Trota Jose and Enrique Quezon Avancenia would say that Baler experienced hardship and violence during the Japanese occupation. However, the data that I generated from the experiences of Baler vary from the experiences of the people in 𝗵𝗂𝗱. Given that during this town is still included in Baler. So now, 𝗵𝗂𝗱 Aurora is a separate town from Baler. So this side of a story was not disclosed most on the literatures written about Baler. This only shows that the experiences of the Filipinos vary in each locality. The Japanese occupation in 𝗵𝗂𝗱 was a history that should not be forgotten. This side of history actually provided a lighter side of the Japanese occupation, unlike what you can read from the conventional books of history. It only proves that the Japanese soldiers who occupied the town were not violent. They showed courteousness and care, especially for children, which implied that not all of them should be subject to stereotyping. The Japanese occupation in the country also brought changes in the lives of the people in 𝗵𝗂𝗱. There are effects on education, livelihood, and economic aspects. However, the people of 𝗵𝗂𝗱 cope in a way wherein they go along with the situation. They did not saw it as hard days or hardship days, but rather they saw it as an opportunity and saw the bright side of the Japanese soldiers. It uncovers the more humane side of the military, wherein soldiers are not interpreted and represented in functionalist terms that are utilized mostly in conflict and warfares. My research shows that these soldiers are also human beings that are affected by the war. The accounts from my respondents, whose families were able to interact with the Japanese military official, showed that the Japanese soldiers also experienced emotional drain brought by the participation in the war, especially those who actually are conscripted only in joining the military. These war histories, more or less, have been written in terms of political mechanisms and military strategies. And this presented two opposing forces limiting the effects of the war merely in terms of economic, developmental, and political damages. The role of individuals is also reduced in terms of being a soldier or a comfort woman. But my research showed how these ordinary people live during war times. The effect of the Second World War to the combatant part of the populace are also highly undermined and generalized. Apparently, even a comprehensive history book or history about the Second World War will not account the totality and the complexity of a civilian or the social life of the people during the Japanese occupation. The oral histories that I was able to gather in 𝗵𝗂𝗱 alone shows that civilian experiences vary and cannot be subsumed under the terms that generalize and undermine the values of these experiences. Indeed, their stories signify three things about civilian life. First is that it was a time of hardship. However, they characterized it as a way of survival and portraying the significance and methods of the way they survive. These interactions show that the extent of the war's emotional effects to individuals, which actually are recognized as gray areas in Second World War history. This should be shown significance. And the friendship that the Japanese soldier built in Aurora is actually something that we have to look on or to look for further more researches. So thank you so much, and I hope that you have learned something from the Japan and Aurora friendship.
Thank you, Miss Ivy. Of course, it's nice to know na ever since matagal na, we have already this influence from the Japanese. Lalo na sa 𝗍𝗵𝗱 area. Maybe we can ask, baka may kilala kayo na ang last names are Japanese sounding, and other local culture that we can actually associate or somehow maybe influenced by the Japanese, right? Actually, our college president has his own discovery and also has been collaborating with them up until today. And we'll be showing this on screen, and I want to invite our president to talk more about this. Hi once again, President Reyes.
Okay, yes. Just basically to encourage you further about collaboration with Japanese professors, with Japanese universities. When I came in as president of ASCOT, as a scientist, di ba nagtayo ako ng laboratory doon sa tabi ng Office of the President. And I just went around. Isa sa mga nakita ko na medyo interesting, when I had an interview with the local people of Basal, isa sa mga mushroom na nakilala nilang kinakain pero hindi nila alam na ito ay napakahalaga is yung ating ngusong baboy. Kita niyo yung ngusong baboy, di ba? Yung 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 ang kanyang scientific name, only to find out that there's also 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 in Japan, perhaps in Okinawa. But the good thing with this is that because of this collaboration, because of this engagement, scientific engagement with our international partners, we were able to discover new things. There are things that we can do here, there are things that we cannot do here, but we can do it to other laboratories of our partner professors. No? Ang gusto ko lang ipunto dito is yung napakahalaga ng collaboration, napakahalaga ng partnership. Hindi tayo yung titigil na sasabihin natin kasi nakakarinig ako lagi ng, ay wala naman tayong gamit, ay wala naman tayong resources, ay puro mga negative. Don't dwell on that. If you just only have to open your hearts and maintain your connection as well as sustain what you have started, you can actually do more things, great things. This was actually presented, actually I did this last year. Lagi ako nagpupunta ng Basal, kuha ng sample, kinukulture doon sa laboratorio, doon sa laboratory natin doon, na maliit na laboratory doon. And then when Dr. Barawid and Dr. Luz, our BPA and BPAD, went to Tokyo last year, that was November last year, I requested them to bring the sample para i-hand over niya doon sa aking professor doon sa laboratory niya. Now, presto, we have this discovery. It's very interesting in the sense that what we found with this mushroom is that it's a highly medicinal mushroom. No, it is very rich in of course, it has this bioactive properties. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang anti-cancer, meron siyang anti-hypertensive properties para dun sa tumataas ang presyon, meron siyang anti-diabetic properties, no? Meron siyang anti-diabetic properties, tapos meron siyang yung anti-inflammatory. Kaya pwede siyang pag-aralan pa ng gusto para sa kanyang anti-cancer properties. Kinumpare yung mushroom natin dun sa mushroom ng Hapon na pareho ng 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Pareho ng 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, no? 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. So lumalabas doon na merong magandang attribute yung sa atin, meron din namang magandang attribute yung sa kanila. But what is interesting about this is that itaas mo nga. Pakitaas mo nga ito. Okay, in terms of amino acid content, mapapansin mo na ang taas ng ating mushroom, no? Yung ang taas ng kanyang amino acid content kumpara dun sa amino acid content nung sa kanila, yung sa kanilang Japanese isolate. But of course, there are also other good traits about their isolate, and there are also good traits about the isolates of our Philippine mushroom. Ang maganda dito, as you can see here, ito yung may mga asterisk na ito. Ito yung functional amino acids. Okay, yung non-standard amino acid na nag-exhibit ng medicinal attributes. Ito naman yung kung bakit yung kabuti natin ay malinamnam because mataas yung kanyang glutamic acid content. Glutamic acid content. Yan, tansang, no? Hindi ko mabasa. So, glutamic acid content is written in Japanese, I'm so sorry. But we are writing this in English for journal publication. This was presented last March in the conference on Japan Wood Research Society. It was presented by Dr. Iguchi, who happens to be the president of Tokyo University of Agriculture. He was my professor when I was at Tokyo University of Agriculture. Now he's the president. And he came here last year during the meet and greet. At least we are so, we're so elated when he visited. He's the first Japanese president from a Japanese university who actually visited ASCOT. And I hope that there would be more who would be visiting our college to engage with our students as well as our faculty members and staff in order to discover more regarding the beauty of Aurora. This is your first time, I suppose. It's your first time in Aurora, right? It's a beautiful province. I'm not from here, but I keep on telling that Aurora is a very beautiful place. Same is true with Miss Lorena. It's your first time, no? Iikot ko kayo mamaya so that you would appreciate this. You would see the environment, the beautiful environment. Like, for example, it's like in Japan, you have a very beautiful forest. We also have a very beautiful forest. We also have very beautiful people, as you can see here. So at least what I would like to tell you is that we can discover more if we actually engage ourselves with other international partners, particularly with our Japanese professors. We are more interested on the conservation science. As I keep on emphasizing, because that's where ASCOT will be known, on the rescue, conservation, and restoration science, because of the natural sources that we have, vast natural sources that we have that remain to be on top. We have to discover more. Sa mga batang estudyante, no, marami pa tayong pwedeng diskubrihin, no? And I hope that you can, including our faculty members and staff, that you can give it a try. Why don't you try applying to the Japanese government scholarships so that you can see Tokyo for free, you can see Osaka, you can see the major cities in Japan as well as the countryside in Japan, at sasabihin nyo, ang hapon pala parang Aurora. No? Ang ganda, malinis, maganda ang forest, at maganda yung lugar. Ang pagkakaiba lang, walang snow dito at merong snow doon. Naalala ko, first time ako nakakita ng snow, it was my first time na makita ng snow, naiyak ako nung makita ko yung snow. Kasi naano ko lang yung dream ko lang yan na makakita ng snow. Pero pagbukas ko ng bintanang gano'n, it was winter time, nakita ko yung snow. At ang snow is very, very, sa akin, very, very close to my heart because dahil sa snow, nakadiscovery ako ng maraming mga dapat i-discover patungkol sa aking field of specialization. Yung mushroom na na-discover kong 𝗧𝗵𝗶 that I called it 𝗧𝗵𝗶 because I got it from 𝗧𝗵𝗶. It was one winter time nung mapagbunga ko siya sa Tokyo. It's a giant mushroom, it's a big mushroom, that's why the Japanese call this as 𝗏𝗏𝗍 kinoko. And it's the first one in the world. The development of this production technology is the first in the world. Culebia reinakiana is the name, but I popularly called it as 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗏𝗏. So I'm telling this to you because marami tayong pwedeng madiskubre dito sa atin. Kung i-open natin yung ating puso sa kolaborasyon, no? Kasi nandyan na yung mga opportunities. We can mentor you in getting successfully getting this scholarship, you just have to embrace. Okay? Sige. So, lagi tayong positibo. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, President. The message is clear. A lot can be discovered, especially when we are doing some collaboration. So let's keep on collaborating. At ngayon nga, isang example of a very good collaboration between the Philippines and Japan. All right, up next. Can we turn up our volume? Thank you, Moy. There. We'll dive into something fun and exciting. We've already distributed some papers to you guys. We will do this origami, or the art of paper folding by the Japanese. Origami, or the Japanese art of paper folding, is all about turning something simple into something beautiful, something that napansin ko na values na inuphold ni President. Simple pero napapaganda. Kind of like how new friendships are formed. From just a square sheet of paper, we're going to create something special today with the help of our guest instructor from the Embassy of Japan. Once again, hello po, Ma'am Laaban. Again, huwag kayong mag-worry kasi step by the step, pwede rin tayong sumakses na makagawa ng isang piece of art, an origami. Good morning po once again.
So if you are looking at your paper, you are in number 3. So this one, yan. So nakaharap ito sa inyo. This is one. Next. Na. Yung bumubukas, nasa baba. Okay? Sa baba. Ha? Yan. Check your paper. Dapat yung bumubukas nasa baba. Sa bottom, hold nyo nasa taas. Okay? Next step. This part. Hold the triangle sa likod. Going to the back. Don't forget to press your hold. Your paper should look like this. Sa taas, ganito. Sa likod. Okay? Sa taas, hold na. Good job, everyone. Okay. Next step, we are at step number 4. Okay, number 4. So your paper is like this. Tapos dito sa ilalim, ay bumubukas. Yan. Ha? Ilalim. So what you do is you open it. Makawag itong dalawa, tama? So what you do is you open, then you fold back it together. This is your paper. Diba? And then, bottom. So yung flat, hawakan nyo. Hold this way. Dapat ganito siya. Yan. Taas yun, you want to see it. Yung ilalim, bumubukas nasa ilalim. Okay? So kung hindi kayo makasunod, please raise your hand. Mas mahirap kasi kapag nag-usa tayo. Kapag minsan hindi ako nakasunod sa kapsula. Oh no! Okay. Sige. Next step. So this is your paper. Comment hold. So nakabukas. Correct? Tama? Okay. Next step. Look at step number 5. So we are going to do a letter D hold. Letter D. Bakit letter D? Kasi pagkakyan. So how do we do this? So you have this one and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, diba? So kunin nyo to. Then hold the center para letter D. So I'll do it here. So your paper looks like this. This. And what you do is, this side, hold towards the center. This side, hold towards the center. Parang letter D. Okay? Yung bumubukas nasa baba. Yan, bumubukas nasa baba. Look at pattern number 5. Pattern number 5. Okay? So when you've done this, press your hold. Tapos, sa kabila, ganun din. On the other side, the other side, ganun din. This one, on, hold, wait. Your paper should look like this. Para siyang sarang bola. Ay, Yan. Okay? Okay ba? So far, so good? Next step. Next step. So this is your paper. Tapos, iba dito sa top, parang merong triangle. Start. Tapos, sabutin yung line na to. No? So what you do is, you fold this part going down. Turn nyo. Fold going down. And fold. Ito. Tapos, iba po meron line parang dito sa taas. Fold back. Then you press. Who else needs help before we move forward? Okay na? Sige. So if your paper looks like this, no, kung ganito na po itsura ng papel, flip, do the same on the other side. Kabilang side, ganun din. So who needs help? Okay pa? Kaya pa? Kaya pa? Kaya yan. Yan kaya. So when you've done both sides, it should look like this. Ito, nasa baba pa rin. Okay? Para siyang paa. Okay na ba tayo? Who needs help? Who needs help? Before you move on, huwag kayong mahiya kasi mas mahirap yung next step. Seriously. Para makamove on tayo. Para sabay-sabay. Okay? Ready na ba? Pakitaas po. Oh, wait, pipicture lang ko kayo. Okay, konti na lang, success na. Okay, next step. We are at number 17. So, number 17. So, number 17, if you're looking at your paper, it's a bit difficult. No? It is one of the other origami folds. It is called the parang pocket fold. Babalik na rin natin yung paa. Okay, good job everyone. So ganito, so for the crane in Japan kasi, they believe that if you make 1,000 cranes, you can have your wish granted. 1,000. So ilan pa? 999 more to go. Kaya yan. Kaya yan. Okay, sige. So paano yung price natin? Kasi mukhang lahat kayo sabay-sabay na ano. Ganito na lang. Hintayin natin si Miss 𝗂𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏. Okay, ganito na lang. So, taas nyo yung mga origami nyo, and then Miss 𝗂𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏 will pick 5 participants. Tapos yung 5 na yun, pagpipilian natin kung sino yung pinakapanalo. Stressful! Okay? Okay, sige. Wait, Miss 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏, let's wait for her. Mahirap ba? Hindi naman? Oo? Hindi? Okay. Yung origami kasi sa Japan, tinuturo nila yan sa grade 1. So ano, kayang-kaya nyo, di ba college students, ASCOT pa? Grabe, kayang-kaya nyo yan, ano? So grade 1 pa lang kaya na nila yan. Ayan. Okay, so for those who want to join, raise your origami. And Miss 𝗂𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 will pick 5. Yes, the beautiful ones. Pag pinili kayo, akit kayo dito. Okay, sige, please come to the stage. 1. Akit na, nahihiya pa, may prize nga eh. Please come to the stage. 3 more. No, also from this side, if you want. Dito po, akyat po dito. Grabe, sinip na. Yes. Please come to the stage. 2 more. Dito po. Dito po, tabi kayo dito sa kanila. Two more, Miss 𝗂𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏. Itaas niyo pa yung crane niyo, wagayway niyo, para mapansin niya. Shake your cranes. 1 more. Yan. Okay. Sige, paano natin pipiliin? Pinakamalakas na palakpak. Okay? Sige, kay sir. Kanya po. Kay? Sige. Sa kanya. And last. Okay. So, mukhang siya po ang winner. Thank you very much. Omedetou gozaimasu. Wait, stay there. Palakpakan po natin silang lahat. Congratulations. Thank you very much for joining our origami activity. Okay. Okay. So that concludes our origami activity. I hope you will be more interested in origami. No, it's one of my favorite Japanese crafts. So marami pang bagay na pwedeng gawin from just this square piece of paper. Thank you very much, everyone. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Wow, thank you very much po. Imagine guys, andito lang tayo, no? Natuto na tayo ng isang art at 1,000 pala para ma-fulfill ang ating wishes. Pwede na nating simulan yan. Thank you so much and sumakses po tayo sa paggawa ng isang piece of art. Thank you once again and thank you so much also for everyone for folding with us and for appreciating the beautiful part of Japanese culture. And now, it's our turn. Magbibigay rin tayo sa ating mga guests ngayon ng something that is close to our hearts. Actually, the counterpart of origami or the paper folding here in the Philippines is actually leaf folding. At ang ating medium ay ang palaspas. So tayo naman ang magtuturo. We'll be introducing our very own palaspas making, a cherished Filipino tradition, especially during Holy Week. And we will be guiding Miss Yuri through all the steps to this palaspas making. Allow me to share the example of a palaspas that you will be producing today before leaving the halls of ASCOT. So this is our own version of our leaf folding. And to know more about this, I would like to invite one of the members of the Aurora Study Center. Please welcome Ms. Rona Kakanindin.
So, allow me to read po the similarities of origami and palaspas. So, in Japan, there is origami, the delicate art of paper folding from simple cranes to intricate geometric designs. Origami reflects patience, precision, and peace. While in the Philippines, ayan po, we have what we call palaspas, the traditional art of folding young palm leaves, especially seen during Palm Sunday. Every twist and braid tells a story of faith, tradition, and artistry. Though we born from different beliefs and materials, origami and palaspas share something in common. Both transform the ordinary into something meaningful through the simple act of folding. And now it is Ma'am Yuri's turn to, we will be teaching you how to fold palm leaves. So may I call on the OJTs of Aurora State College of Technology and Aurora Study Center to teach Ma'am Yuri how to do the palaspas.
So the first procedure of making palaspas is strip away the middle rib, leaving you with 2 long strips. Paghiwalayin po natin yung bandang dahon at saka yung bandang gitna. Yung matigas. And then, the next step is to start at the base. Take the 2 strips, hold 1 strip in your left hand and the other in your right. Masyado pa bang mabilis or dahan-dahan lang daw? Ipakita niyo muna. Yan. So after po natin paghiwalayin, hawakan natin yung dalawang dahon. Guys, ipakita nyo din sa mga audience. Oo, yung dalawang dahon. And then after nun, cross the right strips over the left to form a loop. Tignan niyo po yung ginagawa ni Miss Kay. Yan. Nakakasunod po ba lahat? Yung sa part dun. Oo. Yan. Wait lang. Next, bring the left strip over the right, folding it under and then pulling it out to form the next loop. Ganun sa ginagawa niya. Okay. Okay na po ba? After natin maka-form ng loop, we just have to repeat the process. Naka-form na po ba tayo ng mga zigzags? After natin makapag-form ng zigzag na ganito, if you flip, di ba nakaganyan siya, yan yung na-finished product niya. If you flip lang natin to dito sa kabila, and then we're gonna form another zigzag. Of course, remember to tighten each fold gently to keep the pattern neat and compact. Okay na yun? Then once the zigzag portion is long enough, you can tie the ends together securely. Katulad po nitong ginagawa ni Ma'am. Oh.
Wow, thank you. Can we have a group photo? Sino rin po ang counterpart na ni Ma'am Yuri, ni Miss Yuri sa atin na first-timer nagpalaspas? Tara, let's have a picture with Miss Yuri. In fact, daig pa ako ni Miss Yuri. Ako hindi ko nagawa yung palaspas. Congratulations and thank you also, for doing this, for sharing. We're actually, evidently before today, we're doing this exchange of culture and tradition. Thank you very much. A big round of applause, guys. Have we already taken a photo? Miss Yuri, can we request you once again here? And together with the ASCOT students who are currently on their training, on the job training at the ASC or the Aurora Study Center, in which in a little while we will visit for the inauguration of the 𝗁𝗏 and the unveiling of our Japan Information Center. Yes, let's have a photo. Ang galing ng mga palaspas nyo. Iwagayway nga yan. Just a quick trivia, although, of course, ito lang naman ang mga napag-alaman ko. Isa sa mga magandang, business, especially during Holy Week, ay ang pagpuproduce ng palaspas. May mga friends tayo na, maganda raw yan. Even nilalagyan pa nila yan ng candy for the kids. Again, thank you very much. It's also heartwarming to see our traditions come alive through this or through your creativity. And guys, let's pause for a while because, again, based on our itinerary for our special guest, she will be joining us later at Ermita Hill for the inauguration of the 𝗁𝗏 Gate and the unveiling of the Japan Information Center. Can we show a photo of the 𝗁𝗏? But first, what is a 𝗁𝗏? Kayo Ascosians, napagkwentuhan niyo na ba kung ano yung 𝗁𝗏 na to? Especially because sa buong Pilipinas, 3 lamang ang may 𝗁𝗏 Gate. Diba? At isa nga ang ASCOT na meron nito. And allow me also to flex kung sino-sino pa yun. One is University of the Philippines, the top SUC in the Philippines. The other one is Central Luzon State University. And the third one, tayo. Of course, through the initiative of our college president, Dr. Renato G. Reyes. In Japanese culture, a 𝗁𝗏 is a traditional gate that marks the entrance to sacred spaces, symbolizing the transition from the ordinary to the sacred. Actually, hindi pa ako doon nakakapasok, Chris, kasi hindi pa ako ready. Kidding aside, our president envisioned the Ermita Hill, kasi di ba paglakad yung pagtaas-taas ay andun yung cross? So perfect itong parang entrance or start or the beginning of your transformation, yung 𝗁𝗏 Gate. So placing a 𝗁𝗏 at Ermita Hill is symbolic. Ermita Hill, as we all know, is a historic site in Baler. It is known for its significance during the Trompa Marina of 1735, where survivors sought refuge from a devastating tidal wave. Something also that the Japanese, could relate to, bilang tayo po ang mga spot kung saan mayroon nagiging tsunami. And now, the Japan Information Center also, which is located there at Ermita Hill, aims to be a hub for cultural exchange, providing resources and information about Japan to the ASCOT community and visitors. So it's our step towards strengthening the bond between our cultures. Later at 11:20, we can proceed to Ermita Hill, but now we can enjoy some refreshments at 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗃. For our students, you may join us, pero if you have classes na, pwede na kayong dumiretso doon, or ituloy ninyo ang inyong origami. With that, thank you very much. Let's up some music to set the mood. Once again, Ms. Yuri, later, join us at Ermita Hill. Marami pong salamat. Have a great day, everybody. Maybe we can do this next. Yes. Let's pause for a while po muna. And the continuation of our program will be at the Ermita Hill. Thank you. Okay, so time check, it's 10:53. Pwede nating agahan po ang pagpunta sa Ermita Hill para ma-enjoy na rin ang ating mga bisita. We're just setting up, coordinating our rides going to Ermita Hill, but if you can also bring your own cars, let's all go there at 11 a.m. So 7 minutes left. We can now proceed po to Ermita Hill. Again, for the inauguration of the 𝗁𝗏 and the unveiling of the Japan Information Corner. Again, we would like to thank Ms. Yuri Mukaigawa, the Cultural Officer of the Japan Information and Cultural Center, Embassy of Japan. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Arigato gozaimasu. Did I pronounce it correctly? And Ms. Lorena de Guzman from the Embassy of Japan. We also have some people from Central Luzon State University. Hello! Hello po sa inyo! We'll have lunch later. Let's enjoy the rest of the day.